Hey, what's up guys? Ben Clark here for Adaptive Form. Today I've got something a little bit different for you, and that is showing you around the Omnipod. This specific one is a one-bedroom one that's specifically designed for short getaways, and it is in an absolute beautiful location here in South Devon, overlooking the Avon Valley, and we will show you those views in a minute because they are incredible. But I think without further ado, let's go up the ramp, and the step-free ramp, because this is fully accessible, and we'll get inside. So as we come up the ramp here, you can see on the outside here it's very well protected with the tiles. We've got our window open already because it is hot today. Coming up the ramp, it's a nice easy ramp as well, which makes it good. And then you come to, which is in my opinion the best bit about this particular pod, which is this view. I mean, it's incredible. As I said, we're located here in South Devon, a beautiful part of the country, and yeah, we've got the river down there in the background, and just... Okay, so the first thing you'll notice when you are here is this beautiful decking, which makes the most of the views that we just witnessed there. The great thing about this, there's loads of space to turn your wheelchair around, and also we've got this great overhang here with the Gothic arch that follows the wave right the way through the building, the architecture does. What's great about this is last night when we arrived, it was raining, which is unusual for August, but we were sat under here, fully protected from the rain, but still got to enjoy the really good view, which is pretty awesome. And then in the evening, the sunset, and we got this amazing sunset over the hills in the distance, which was pretty awesome indeed. Okay, so following on into the pod itself, as you can see here, there is step-free access, which is really great, especially if you're in an electric chair or if you don't have the confidence to do any backwheel balance. Once you're inside, you can see there is still plenty of room. It's been specifically designed, so there's lots of turning circles that are for most wheelchairs, so you can get around nice and easily. One of the first things we noticed when coming into the pod was how spacious it felt, and that was mainly because of this really tall ceiling. With the design of the arch, it really adds height to it, and it really sets it apart from the boring sort of square or white accommodation that you're used to on a caravan site. So it really does add a uniqueness to the building, and plus it adds that extra bit of space. So although the Omnipod comes in many configurations, this one is set up with a double bed, and this one is particularly great because it's at level height for getting in and out of. It's also got the sofa bed, which means that you can have guests staying as well, and also the desk right in the corner, which adds just a little bit of practicality to the Omnipod itself. We found that this was such a good living area, and we didn't feel like it was claustrophobic or we're on top of each other. It was a really great combination between a small place, but also having the stuff you need. Okay, so following in through to the kitchen, before we get there, we've got this shelving unit, which in this configuration is really great for when you're on holiday, but it can be adjusted so you can have whatever you need for your needs, whether that's if you're using this to rent or if you're using it to live in. So yeah, you've got lots of different options there, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. Let's go into the kitchen now. Okay, so now we're in the kitchen. The first thing you might notice is it feels a little bit smaller than the rest of it, but in my wheelchair and my big feet, I can still get a full circle in. It's a little bit tighter, but can still get a full circle in. If I can't, there's one right in front of me there that I can do if I needed to come in backwards. In the kitchen, you've got everything you need if you're staying for a holiday. So we've got the microwave here, we've got a hob top, obviously we've got the regular kettle, toaster, and we've got a sink. And what is all great is that this is all at the level for a wheelchair user. So it's nice and accessible. I can even get under the sink, so there's no excuse for not doing the dishes, and it's really easy to reach everything. Because it's a nice smaller space, I'm not reaching up into tall cupboards, I'm not leaning really far over, so they've really thought about having a space that's small but also really accessible. So you're probably wondering at this point, well, how do I go to the toilet, have a shower? Because that's often the issue when we go away on some sort of camping, caravanning sort of holiday. Well, they've even thought of that, and it's pretty amazing in the form of this fully accessible bathroom. First of all, the door's nice and light so we can get in it nice and easily, and it's got grab handles so we can get in and move it closer. And then once we're in, it's actually unbelievable how much space you've got in here. In here we've got enough space to turn around, even if you had something like a shower chair you brought on holiday with you. We've got a shower with the seat, we've got a big level toilet, so if you just transfer on and off the toilet, and also a sink that you can get under very easily. So I can show that there, and get under and do what I need to do, like clean my teeth or have a shave. And then the other great thing is that you might be thinking, well, I don't need sort of grab rails, or maybe I need a different configuration, and they've even thought of that. This has got a unique system that basically clips on and clips off so you can have it to your individual needs. And also it can be made non-accessible too. So if you had somebody that was staying that didn't want to feel like they were staying in a like an accessible pod, you can take all these things out and it looks just like a normal place. Okay, so with the pod, you might be wondering, is it okay all year round? How is it with in the cold or the heat? Well, it's fully insulated inside with rock wool and it's very well insulated. We're here on a warm day, so we're definitely feeling the heat at the moment. But there can be things like air conditioning installed, but here in the UK, you're not going to use that often. But here we have got some controls. So we've got the Velux blinds that you can control automatically, which is really fantastic. It means that I can never reach up to the window there and pull those down. So to be able to do that is really fantastic. We've got heating control. It's all underfloor heating, which is great. It comes up through the floor, so if it is a colder day, you're gonna have no issues with keeping warm. We've also got smart lights installed here, and also, like many people have in their own homes when they're in a wheelchair, we've got slightly lower light switches and slightly higher plugs that all have USB in. And talking about the USB, this one is specifically set up with Google Home in mind, so it's all smart integrated, so I can turn the lights on just by talking to it. I can close the blinds, I can operate the music center that it's got here as well. So it's really great that it's not just a really nice place, it's also really modern and really accessible. Okay, so that concludes my tour of the Omnipod. I hope you enjoyed it. I think that it's a fantastic invention. It's really great to see innovative, forward thinking in terms of accessible design. I'm going to sit here now, enjoy the sunset with my beer in hand, and relax for the evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.